everybody. Today we're going to be reading a book by one of my favorite illustrators, whose name is Eric Carle. You guys are probably familiar with The Very Hungry Caterpillar. He is the author and illustrator for that book. And he's also the author and illustrator for this book, and it is called The Tiny Seed, written and illustrated by Eric Carle. Now we're starting to see some of these outside right now, right? Springtime. Hopefully you're getting out there and you see the flowers blooming. They all come from these little tiny seeds. So this is a fictional journey about one of those seeds traveling along. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up, up it goes. It flies too high. The sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts, and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. See him right there? He's so tiny. Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. One seed drifts down in the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. Finally, the wind stops, and the seeds fall gently down to the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small, the bird doesn't see it. Sometimes it's good to be tiny. Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they are going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch. But the tiny seed lies very still, and the mouse does not see it. Now it is spring. After a few months, the snow has melted. It's really spring. Birds fly by, the sun shines, rain falls. The seeds grow so round and full, they seem to burst open a little. Now they are not seeds anymore. They are plants. First, they send roots down into the earth. Then, their little stems and leaves begin to grow toward the sun and the air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It's a big fat weed. It takes all the sun and all the rain away from the small little plants, and that little plant dies. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry! But finally, it starts to grow into a plant. He's right in the middle there. He needs to start growing. What season is it right now? It's springtime outside, just like here. We got the rain and the sun, and our little plants are growing. The warm weather also brings children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun and the springtime. One child doesn't see the plants as he runs along and, oh, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. I hope you guys are running around and playing. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud, and now even a flower. But what's happening? First there are footsteps, and then a shadow looms over them. A hand reaches down and breaks off that flower. A boy has picked the flower to give to his friend. Some of you like to pick flowers at recess and give them to your friends. It is summer. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on it. The rain waters it. It has many leaves. It gets taller and taller. It is taller than the people. It is taller than the trees. It is taller than the houses. And now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It's the tallest flower they have ever seen. It is a giant flower. Can you believe that flower came from that tiny little seed? Now it is autumn again. Autumn is another word for fall. The days grow shorter, the nights grow colder, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of the petals. It sways and bends in the wind. But the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more the wind shakes the flower. This time the flower's seed pod opens. Out comes many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away on the wind. What do you think will happen to them? I bet more little flowers will grow next spring. I hope you guys are having a great time. I miss you.